When George's dad in San Mateo started needing help, his first thought was assisted living, but the price tag was over $7,000 a month. It made him panic. George didn't realize there were other options. Options like converting his garage into a fully legal ADU, moving his dad into a senior co-housing community nearby, or even exploring home share programs that connect older adults with compatible roommates. When he finally learned about these creative housing alternatives, George felt relief. Suddenly, there were choices, not just one expensive path. And that's what today's episode is all about, showing you the housing solutions for aging parents that go way beyond the obvious. Hi, I'm Dale Corpus, a senior transition specialist and real estate expert based in the San Francisco Bay Area. This is another episode of Sandwich Generation Solutions, powered by the Simplify Senior Transitions podcast, where I share real stories, expert insights, and practical tips to make caregiving and senior planning easier. Today, we're exploring creative housing options for aging parents, the ones most families don't know about, but that could save you money, stress, and even improve your loved one's quality of life. Let's dive in. Why housing choices matter. Housing is usually the biggest decision families face when parents start needing care. Do they stay at home? Move into assisted living? Sell the house? But the truth is, there's no one size fits all, especially in the Bay Area where housing is expensive. Families need to get creative. Accessory dwelling units, also known as ADUs, sometimes called in-law units or granny flats, are small separate living spaces built on the same property as an existing home. Why this works? Parents stay close but still have privacy. Families save compared to monthly assisted living fees. Property value often increases with an ADU. In Contra Costa and Alameda counties, I've seen families convert garages, basements, or backyard spaces into ADUs that give parents independence with proximity. Multi-generational living, it's another option. 3 generations under one roof. This isn't new. It's common in many cultures, but it's becoming more mainstream here in the Bay Area. Benefits include shared expenses, built-in childcare and elder care, stronger family bonds. Some of the challenges that exist are boundaries and privacy must be respected. Renovations may be needed to make the home safe for older adults. But when it works, it creates a strong family safety net. Option 3, senior co-housing communities. Co-housing is like a modern version of a supportive neighborhood. Seniors live in their own private apartments or homes, but share common spaces like kitchens, gardens, and community rooms. The goal is connection and mutual support instead of isolation. Seniors build friendships and look out for one another. This option works especially well for parents who are healthy, active, and crave community without the high cost of luxury senior living. Option 4, home sharing programs. Imagine your parent has an extra bedroom but feels lonely and overwhelmed managing the house. A home share program carefully matches them with a compatible roommate, maybe a younger professional or another senior. This can reduce expenses, provide companionship, and add a sense of safety. It's not for everyone, but for the right family, it's an affordable alternative to assisted living. Option 5, niche housing models. Some lesser-known models include continuing care at home, membership-style programs offering care coordination while aging in place. Faith-based housing. Churches and religious organizations often develop small, supportive housing communities for seniors. Tiny home villages, growing in popularity as a lower-cost, eco-friendly senior housing solution. The Bay Area, with its innovation mindset, is starting to experiment with these creative setups. So, how to decide? Here are the key questions to ask when considering creative housing. 1, what level of care does my parent need now? 2, how might those needs change in the next 3 to 5 years? 3, what's financially sustainable? 4, does my parent want independence, community, or both? 5, what's available in our county? Contra Costa, Alameda, Santa Clara, and San Mateo often pilot creative housing programs. Let's recap the options. 1, build an ADU for privacy and proximity. 2, consider multi-generational living. 3, explore senior co-housing for community. 4, try home sharing for affordability and companionship. 5, look for niche housing like continuing care at home, faith-based options, or tiny home villages. Housing is not one size fits all. The more creative you are, the better chance you have of finding something that fits your parents' needs and your family's peace of mind. This has been another episode of Sandwich Generation Solutions powered by the Simplify Senior Transitions podcast. If your loved one is considering senior living and you need to figure out what to do with their home, let's talk. Schedule a free consultation and learn more about my services at www.simplifyseniortransitions.com. Have a quick question? DM me on Instagram at SoldByDale. And don't forget, you could also listen to the Simplify Senior Transitions podcast on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and all major podcast platforms. If you found this video helpful, hit like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs this information. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next episode.